Hey, what's going on, everybody? In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Power Rangers Time Force Episode 17, The Legend of the Clock Tower. Let's get into it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the fan club.
You're watching the fan club.
And you're watching the fan club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the fan club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the fan club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. Now, today's episode is probably one of the more interesting episodes of Power Rangers Time Force because you could classify this as a filler episode because it doesn't really play into any of the main storyline, and there's a lot of characters that ain't really in this episode. However, it's such an intricate story and plot for Power Rangers, and it deals with ghosts and the olden days and standing up to bullies and like a bunch of different things that I really appreciated with this episode. So let's just get right into it. In The Legend of the Clock Tower, the Time Force Rangers find themselves grappling with a crumbling ancient clock tower, their attempts at repair proving futile. Katie, ever sensitive to history and lore, becomes intrigued by the tower's past, learning of a local legend surrounding Walter Brown, a former owner said to haunt the attic, as he was heartbroken over a lost love. Driven by curiosity, Katie ventures into the attic and inadvertently stumbles upon Walter's restless spirit, triggering a time hole that transports her to Silver Hills in the early 1800s. There she encounters Walter Brown himself, a kind and gentle poet who is enamored with a girl named Gwen. Unfortunately, Gwen is already involved with Drake, Walter's overbearing boss, and a notorious bully who enjoys tormenting the timid poet. Determined to help, Katie encourages Walter to stand up for himself, ultimately assisting him in confronting Drake, and through a well-placed punch, winning Gwen's affection. Katie awakens back in the present-day clock tower with no memory of returning, leading her to believe it was a merely vivid dream. However, after the Rangers deal with Cyclobots and capture the mutant of the day, Katie recounts her supposed dream to the others. Wes, who had shared Walter Brown's story with Katie the previous night, is perplexed as his version ended with Walter Gwen living happily ever after. The discrepancy reveals that Katie's journey was not a dream, but a tangible alteration of history, leaving her with the understanding that she has improved Walter Brown's fate, giving him a feel-good story after all. I absolutely love this episode. When I saw the up next on Power Rangers little segment from the last episode, I'm like, oh, here we go. This is going to be good or this is going to be really bad. But they did such a good job with the whole 1800s vibe, and there was a cool story, there was a bully, there were actual consequences to actions. You had somebody that was just like the soft poet type of dude, and someone that kind of preyed on that, but the girl the whole time was really into the other softer guy because he more cared. The other dude was just kind of a jerk, and who would want to be with that? I liked the whole story here where Katie had to go back and change Walter Brown's past. I absolutely love this episode. I was expecting it to be kind of mid or not that good, but I thought they did a great job with this one. You didn't see a lot of the other Rangers. It was more of the Katie show. But it was fun, and they had a cool story, and I liked all of the one-day actors for this. They casted a lot of people for this episode. I thought it was fun, but what are your thoughts? Before I leave you, we have a bunch of notes from Ranger Wiki. This marks the only time one of the Rangers has time traveled without technology. It appeared to be a mystical source that caused Katie to travel back to the 1800s. It was the ghosts. None of the townspeople in the past react nor seem to think Katie's presence is unusual. I was thinking the same thing, this girl just appears, she's dressed like nobody else, no one's gonna say anything. Keeping up with the sense of time being changed, Katie is the only one who remembers the original story about Walter. She wasn't in the present at the time history changed, so her memory of it originally unfolded remained the same. Interesting. This was the 8th episode produced, though held off and aired later due to its single story nature. It was made between Short Circuited and Jen's Revenge. Oh, that would make sense. Maybe they wanted to build up more of the storyline before they made like a giant Yellow Ranger episode, because unlike the other focused episodes where the Rangers are still around, this is just the Yellow Ranger and all of these new characters, which I thought was so freaking cool, but I do understand why they put it where they did. Eric does not appear in this episode. Also, Rancic, Nadira, and Mr. Collins do not appear in this episode. This is the only episode of Time Force written by Judd Lynn without Jackie Mancard co-writing for him. It's also the only episode not to feature Circuit, although he is mentioned. The episode has a slight reference to the first Back to the Future. It involves someone helping another male get the woman he loves from someone else, who is forcefully making him do work for him and is trying to stand up against him. Unlike the movie where Biff's still aggressive but ends up becoming friendlier to George McFly and others, Drake's defeat leaves him friendless and publicly humiliated. Cruel Centuricon, the police-themed mutant fought by the Rangers in this episode, does not appear until near the end of the episode, and the fight against him is very brief. This is presumably due to most of the Sentai footage of his counterpart being unsuitable. In the Time Ranger episode from which the footage is taken, Centuricon's counterpart, corrupted officer Arnold K., is depicted wielding a pistol and a baton. He uses the former to shoot at the Time Rangers and innocent civilians, and the latter as a beating weapon. This footage likely went unused to avoid portraying police officers negatively to young children. Interesting. I love Ranger Wiki. Every once in a while, they give you just a super cool fun fact. You're like, I did not know that. There were a lot of like clips from the Sentai that were never used for various reasons, but this was like a cop bad guy who had a gun and a baton, and interesting. What are your thoughts? This was a fun episode. I really did like this. I recommend anybody that wants to watch like a little bit of a different Power Rangers episode, but still with a cool story, check this one out. And there's still like Power Rangers at the end and a Megazord battle and stuff, but a completely different style for an episode. Now, what are your thoughts? Let us know. Shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Thomas Franco, Roderick Ham, and the Gamer TV Silent Gameplay. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan-exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now, and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power-up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power-up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.